So one of my favorite people in the Bible is Gideon. And God has Gideon make his Heroes of Faith list in the book of Hebrews, but he makes it right at the end. He kind of gets the honorable mentions section of scripture there. But we're going to learn two amazing truths from Gideon today and tomorrow. But today, we're going to see that God prepares us to get through the big challenge of our life by going through little, small tests of faith. See, that's what happened to Gideon. God called Gideon to service when 4 different peoples were warring against the Israelites, and they came in at harvest time and stole all the food of the Israelites. They were destitute. God calls Gideon to service, and Gideon, even though he's the lowest of the low, lowest family tribe, lowest in the clan, lowest in his own personal family, he still accepts. Small step of faith. God says, Gideon, before I can have you go national, you got to challenge you regionally. See that altar over there to a false god? Tear it down. Even though your dad's the priest of this false temple, tear it down. He does it. Small step of faith. Now Gideon, go call the Israelites into service. 32,000 follow him. Small step of faith. Gideon, you got way too many soldiers. Even though there's 130,000 over there, you're weak. Still too many. Tell anyone who's scared, go home. He does it. Small step of faith. Now only 10,000 soldiers are left. And God says, you got still too many. Judges chapter 7. The Lord said to Gideon, there are still too many men. Take them down to the water, and I will sift them there for you. Whew, now we got the big step. I'm less than 10,000, so he brings them down to the water, and God says, any soldier puts his face down in the water, you can't have him. But anyone who scoops water up and laps it like a dog, those you can have. 300. God gave him just 300 soldiers left. Talk about a big challenge of faith. And, there's some Bible commentaries that say the reason they lap like this is so they could keep their eyes on the horizon. They were the best soldiers. It seems to go against what God's trying to do here, weakening them. I think the reason why they couldn't bend down is because they physically couldn't. That God gave them 300 old fat dudes with bad knees. Now that makes sense, and that's a big test of the faith. In your life, God gives you small tests and small tests and small tests of the faith. And so often we look at these and we go, it doesn't really matter if I'm faithful to God here. It doesn't matter if I'm always living for God here. But as you always live for Jesus, keeping him as number one in your life, he grows your faith, he grows your trust. And then when you get positioned for the big challenge of faith, it's not a leap of faith. You're right there. Trust in God. Trust in his power to make the impossible possible for you.